Ahmad Otedola make Forbes lists with $26 billion. Naira sells below 1,280 naira to a dollar at official parallel market. Federal government, Interpol, in talks over Binance chief's extradition. I saw that the Binance chief had to sue the EFCC. Fake degrees. Federal government awaits probe report, threatens corporates arrest. And this one says, outcry as agents, technical glitches hinder SIM-NIN linkage. All of these you would find on the Punch newspaper. And then let's go on to the Nation and see what we have. Don't forget that we are streaming live on Facebook. So to be a part of it, get on Facebook, search Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's very simple. Just search Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That is the handle on Facebook. So search for it. Like the page. Follow the live stream. Watch and share. On the Nation newspaper, power, TCN, NERC battling to ease lingering outages. You would also see this. Dangote refinery rolls out with diesel. And Wike admits relationship with Odili not smooth. All of those you would find on the Nation newspaper. There's still a few of them on the Nation. We would take some of them when we return from the commercial, but don't forget, on WhatsApp you can send in your thoughts using the number 0809-030-6416. Remember to also get to us on X, Nigeria Info PH. Stay with us. The Punch newspaper. Don't forget, very important, if you haven't gone to like our page on Facebook, you should do that now. It's how you get unlimited access to everything that we do. On Facebook, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That is the handle. So go on Facebook, like the page, join us on the live stream. Do well to click on the share button as well and drop your comments. Click on the share button and drop your comments. Thank you very much. Now let's get on to some more headlines on the Punch. I beg your pardon, on the Nation. This one says here on the Nation newspaper, NDDC others need fair funding to excel. NDDC others need fair funding to excel. US Mayor okays CBN's Forex policy economic plans. All right, fantastic, but some people would say long time coming. Delta, 9 suspects now in custody over killing of 6 policemen, says Adejobi. And you would also hear this one. It says religion can't divide us, says Akpabio. That's also a headline from the Nation newspaper. Let's quickly get on to the Vanguard and take some headlines there quickly. This one says here, Okwama police, not army, should probe, try suspects, Sands, retired judges. I think they're basically saying the police are supposed to be the ones to try the suspects. Well, and you would also find that Dangote, Adenuga, Rabiu, Otedola make Forbes list, 2024 billionaires list. And this one here says, anguish as bandits, terrorists, headers kidnap 30 children, others in Katsina, Zamfara, and Delta. Those are the headlines you would see there on the Punch newspaper. You can get the paper and look at some more stories. But for now, we go over to what we have on Facebook and look at your comments. If you haven't joined us, again, remember, it's Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. We'll be taking some of those comments now on Facebook. J. Fetty Bekwe says, Wike reconciling with Governor Fubara will spoil the present administration and bring setbacks to Rivers State. Iceberg says, Wike admits relationship with Odili not smooth. Obioma Nobu says former Governor Wike should concentrate on his ministerial appointment. Alerus Pip says factional NYC state chairman should rehearse his script. King Boy says Wike admits relationship with Odili not smooth. Wow, what did Peter Odili do to you? He said it. They had difference in political ideologies. So I don't understand why Wike is quarreling with all former governors, including incumbent governor. I will never forget my root. Gift in Stream says Rivers politicians don't kill our political career, your political career, because of Wike, who has amassed lofty heights politically. Justice Ori says, without being told, I know it will be hard for genuine reconciliation to happen between the FCT minister and the governor. Lorenzo Delight on Facebook says, FCT minister really not reconciling with the governor is a political statement. They can still work together. They should settle their differences. We need good governance in the state. Dangote selling diesel 1,225 is not worth celebrating. I said somebody was going to say this, and here we are. Innocent Ogechi Uzoma. Christian Williams says, when dollar crashes, all traders will automatically have old stock, but when it rises, they all will have new stock. Oh, you forgot to add that when it rises, they sell old stock like new stock, and they'll tell you it's because they need to go to a new market. They have to go to the market with new price. So if they sell old stock with old price, they cannot buy based on the new price. That's why they sell old stock for new price. But then when the dollar crashes, they still sell old stock for new price. For old price, I beg your pardon. That's where we are. Thank God Ability says, what if tomorrow Mr. President decides to appoint someone to replace Wike and appoint Wike as one of the ambassadors? I don't know about that. Raymond says, to eradicate street trading in Port Harcourt, the task force have to do more and be sincere with themselves. I think beyond the task force, the state government can also do some more with providing spaces. I mean, there are cities in the world. If you go to Turkey, street trading is as old as man. And what some advanced countries have tried to do is to create areas where you are allowed to trade on the street in those areas. You know, those areas are street markets. So it's in those areas, it's streets. You just have people on the streets, but organized. We can have something like that. I think it would make more sense. In certain specific locations, you have certain spaces enclosed that's just street. You don't have shops. People just pay for the spaces and have their goods all there, but arranged, and then they try to make sure that the sanitation in that area is good. That's it. Ndidi Eleonu says, who told Wike that Rivers people still need him around the governor? As a matter of fact, Rivers youth will flood the streets if he reconciles with the governor. Skifu Perez says, diesel price drops as Dangote sells, supplies petrol by May. Nice one, but he should reduce it to 800. Exactly my point as well. Ezekiel Jaja on Facebook says, Dangote refinery with this price that has added no value to our economy, but it's a start. Mr. Governor is a peaceful gentleman. Please, the FCT minister should allow him work. Charles Alozie, Ifiemi, we do not want Wike's reconciliation. I want Wike to play all the politics he knows how to play. Well, I don't think it would be appropriate to say that. And I also remember that the FCT minister has said that he doesn't have any issues with the governor, but it does not mean that they have to agree on stuff. It's just the same thing like he has said about the former governor Peter Odili, Sir Peter Odili. He said, well, we have differences politically. Does not mean that I don't recognize him as, my own leader. I do, but politically, he has his where he's. I have where I am, and that's what it is. So Ibi says, my name Soboma, okay, from Degema, says the FCT minister doesn't have the moral motivation to reconcile with the governor. Besides, it is not the governor that will constitute peace committee. Alex says, why should the FCT minister now have political differences with Odili, a man he claims saved his political career? Everybody doesn't have to agree on the same thing politically now. I guess possibly the same thing with the FCT minister and the governor. They are friends, but yes, you are my Oga, but politically now I don't share the same political view that you share. Does not mean we have to be enemies. It does not mean we'd have to frustrate each other. Simple. It's just the same thing with the FCT minister. And the FCT minister made it clear. No, politically we have different leanings now. We have different ideologies. We don't agree on that area. But from personally, we still have that personal relationship. And I think that's exactly what it is between the governor and the FCT minister. Or that's what it should be. Or that's how it should be looked at. Fidelis Elemua says, the political gladiators in the state should remember there is life after politics. All right, that's the much we take. Okay, let's do Duru Prince. I don't understand. I thought the elections are over. Is there any election coming between FCT minister and the governor? At all these supports are being drawn for FCT minister. Let's allow peace stay. You people should allow. I don't get what you're saying there, Duru. But let's go to the phone lines now quickly, shall we? Abinoye, Gift, Alozie, both all on the line. The numbers to call 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0007. Abinoye, we'll start with you from Abua. Good morning and go straight to the point.
Good morning, Ifiemi Andrew. We are told this morning that the former governor has refused reconciliation with the present governor. I think that that is his right. He has the right to refuse and no issues. Somebody came up this morning that is the chairman of the youths in River State, and that the budget should be brought, to the legally constituted house. And I want to say that judiciary is part of our problem, because I know that a similar matter happened in the State of Assembly in Calabar. And I think 2 weeks ago, the ruling was made. And all the fortunes, they defected to another party. And all the fortunes of the former party didn't follow them. And so if this state, if judiciary has said something about this matter, I think it would have gone a long way. I think that the 25 persons in the House of Assembly have defected. And there is no way that budget can be brought to the House twice. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Abinoye. Let's get on now to Gift in Yenagoa. Gift, good morning.
Good morning, Ifiemi Andrew.
All right, Gift, go ahead.
Let me talk about the House of Reps member from Bayer Nation, Bob. As far as I'm concerned, I love what that man did. is saying the truth and nothing but the truth. You can imagine a situation where somebody like Gift from Yenego here, I don't even need one appointment from Wike. And even if Wike today decides to give me an appointment, I will turn it down. Do you know why? I am doing this free of charge from the time 2014 that himself and Amechi started their quarrel. That was when I followed Wike till this moment. I'm not like these people who will chop from here, chop from there. You need to support someone who brought you to limelight. You can imagine a situation where we'll be using word that Ekpeye Nation has not gained anything from Wike. What kind of treasury is that? What kind of society that we have found ourselves? What has the governor done to the people of Ekpeye? What has he given to the people of Ekpeye? That Wike, you come on air to tell this type of big fat lie. Why are we behaving this way? Because of politics? Even the governor today you are supporting, you say Wike is evil man, Wike is bad man. The man you are supporting today was brought by this same Wike. So why are you now trying to... I give this parable. I said if you don't want to eat dog meat, don't drink the pepper soup of the dog meat. Because if you are drinking the pepper soup, meaning you've eaten the meat. So why all this pretense? Why all this pretense? And yesterday, as far as I'm concerned, what he talked about, Sir Dr. Peter Odile, you've just talked about the same thing. That is the gospel truth. He said, I'm not one of those guys who play games. If we can want to support, and that is my lifestyle, you come out openly and you support. Okay, in terms of camps, we are in different camps in the same PDP. Today is with the governor. I'm with my own people. And I don't talk about any reconciliation. The governor should go ahead. Why every day they are making noise on air, calling on this same name, Wike today, Wike tomorrow, Wike next tomorrow. Let me stop here.
All right, Give, thank you. Aloje from Omuma, good morning.
Good morning, Ifiemi.
Good morning, Aloje.
Ifiemi, we Babazis is a chronic imposter whose interest has always been in the path of mischievousness that is going about by arrogating himself as the chairman of NYC. Let me use this medium to state it emphatically that Mr. Babazis is not and has never been the chairman of National Youth Council, River State Chapter. The chairman is Chijoke Inuwo. And there is no reasonable Rivers youth that will concede to such demand he is making of representation of the 2024 appropriation bill because it was duly passed and its procedure was backed by law. I call him to retract to such demand. Conclusively, the former governor, now the FCT minister, is expressing what I describe as vituperation. I understand his vituperation because what he thinks that saying we do, God has turned it around. The earlier you understand that saying possess the same power he possessed last 8 years ago, that give him the tenacity to do whatever he wants to do, the better for him. Saying remain the governor of Rivers State.
Hello, say thank you. Susie from Erema, let's get over to you now. Good morning, Susie.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
All right, go on.
Listening to the governor of Rivers State talking about providing the best healthcare system in Rivers State, and then how Rivers State will become an big center and all of that. I do not believe him because the governor and his followers have resulted into what I perceive as speculative government and the speculative governance or administration. The 37 pages of his manifesto is lying fallow. He has not attempted to that effect. And the day the manifesto was launched at the presidential hotel, I was there, and then the assumption is that that manifesto will run for 25 good years. Speculation, which is not good for government. Now, you discover that for him to come up to say this, his followers will use it as a measure for their premise to even assume that or telling people that the governor has already done that to River State people. He cannot do all of that. Yes, let the House of Rep member at Ahoda also take a swipe on those who are insulting Wike. I made reference to Ahoda Omok Road. Wike have done so much for the Orasa people. I traveled to the village this weekend and I saw the massive work that is going along that Ahoda. And all of that, County Ahoda and every other thing. The Faculty of Humanities at Ahoda and so many other things. So for anybody to even begin to insult Wike or talk bad at Wike, like this from Yanagwa said, the same person you are dying for today was produced by Wike. The same law that Wike put them, that you said did not allow you to campaign. That law, you said your people were killed in your party, produced the same governor. Are you not hypocritical in your own action? People should allow Wike to be. Wike have right to contribute.
All right, Susie, thank you. Let's go on to good news now.
Today,
in mile 3, you're done. We get your point, Susie. Let's go to good news. Good morning, good news.
Good morning, my brother, man.
Quickly.
Quick one. I watched the former governor of Rivers State yesterday when he was seriously talking. If you ask me, I will call that lamentation. Lamenting, recalling how he suffered, how he did this, how he did that, and the governor betrayed him, and the more Delay supported, it's no more in line with Governor Delay. He has ruled out reconciliation with Wike. You could even say, crying Karela. Crying Karela. That is what you could people will say. The crying was too much that I felt for him. That is my own understanding from what he was saying. There's something I took from what has been happening. There's a food for thought for me. And that is, anything anyone sows, he shall reap. Odile brought him Amechi. Amechi never one day insulted Odile. Amechi was there. Wike came in. He knew how he supported Wike. Every day Wike is on air. How Amechi stole spoon. How he stole cotton. How he did this. He even went to the house of the commissioner of information under Amechi. Ibrahim Cemetery, carried her vehicle from her compound, broke her gate. It was in the news. Tony Okocha, who was chief of staff, ran away from River State. It was in the news. He was chasing them left, front, back, center. Today, the governor Sifubara is there. Naturally, things are playing their way. Things say, I will do the right thing. What is the problem? Stop taking money. That's what we heard. I will do the right thing. And today, he is lamenting. It's not good with Odile. It's not good with Amici. Even the Sinfobara is not good with Sinfobara. I think it's high time Philippine leadership in River State should call Eyina Baribe to order, because River State is not Imo State. It's not even in tandem with his own governor in Imo State. He's coming to put his mouth in what's happening in River State. Look at how what the governor is doing concerning health sector. We get so cancer, what.
All right, good news. Well, we have to move on to another caller now. Your point has been made. Let's go to Justice in Mudioga. Justice, good morning.
My friend Andrew, good morning.
Yep, go on.
FCT Minister rules out any possible future reconciliation with Governor Fubara. Presently, if you look at the way things are happening, one can believe that reconciliation is not possible, because the political differences is growing, and with the way things are happening too, it's not possible. But my fear is, in politics, there is no permanent friend, there is no permanent enemy. The man you see as enemy today will turn up to be your friend tomorrow. That is how politics is. So the issue of the governor and the FCT minister are reconciling. Only time will tell. But for now, I don't know. But tomorrow, let's see how it goes. Kuwazobia Info FM launches Kids FM. I love this idea. It's a very welcome development. It will help to train and grow our children and teach them against immorality. But I want to beg Kuwazobia Info FM to start now to give proper conscientization, the proper meaning of what the FM is all about, so that parents will start from now to prepare their children ahead of that program, ahead of the radio station, so that children will always come there to learn and be trained. And let there be good facilitators that will handle this station.
All right, Justice. Thank you. George is in Buguma. Let's hear you, George.
Yes, Andrew, good morning. Yes, looking at the statement of the former governor, where he said he has completely ruled out reconciliation with the governor and the former governor, Peter Dele. It means that the only person today standing now that who has not fall out with the former governor Wike is Tinubu now. Tinubu, because it's all the list of people who have helped him, who brought him to politics, to limelight of politics. All today, as I speak with you, all of them have completely fell out with him. So when people begin to say that this Wike and Fubara should make peace for the development, they should hear wherever they are the statement of the former governor. They should hear, and we have told them that until justice is served on a matter, there will be no calmness and stillness in the state until justice is served on the matter, because the sin of the governor have not been told. The sin of the governor, which remains the genealogy of the whole problem, up till now, Rivers people have not known. Remember the statement of Michael Faraday before he put himself as a test factor. He told us, he said that electricity is a good servant but a bad master. It means that in every human factor there is good atom and bad atom. If you go to the governor of the state, you
all
will
right,
see
George,
that he's a person that is willing to serve.
we get on now. Let's get on to WhatsApp messages. Your point has been made quickly. Onoha Kingsley says the FCT minister will cry more. I call these things fall apart. The law of karma is the main problem. He sent that in from a cheer. Ordinaka Wike says Governor Fubara should be allowed to govern the state without any interference from any quarter because he has the mandate of the people. This one from Owunda says, good morning. I think the governor still needs the help of the minister to attract federal projects and forget all these people causing commotion here and there. Ifeanyi Chukwu says, for me, I pity people taking the FCT minister serious. Ifiemi, in a few months later, most of his words yesterday interview, same him will turn it upside down. I will never take him serious. Best Man says, the FCT minister should know that all well-meaning Rivers people would not want any reconciliation between him and the governor. Rivers State is liberated finally. Fubara says, good morning. Why is the FCT minister so pained, fighting everybody that disagrees with him politically? This one says, the FCT minister rules out the reconciliation move. To me, it's very annoying how he stood and fought to finish and is now being treated like a stranger in a system that he contributed so much to. I pray he should please forgive if the opportunity comes. Dokubo Ajumogobia. FCT minister should mind his business in the FCT. No one man is a state and man cannot be God. Oscar Joseph, that one is from you. Chima Uzoma says, Wike says he has no personal problems with Odedi. Their problem is political. I love Wike because he doesn't hide his feelings. Uzoma Chima from Iche, that's from you. This person says, good morning. The FCT minister laments his relationship with Peter Odedi. It's not smooth. The reason is that Wike normally betrayed his helpers and started with Rotimi Amechi. This is from Prince Uchika Mark from Igbo Iche as well. And then we'll still take one more before we go on a break. Ibiso says, good morning. FCT Minister, Youth President is reading a script and stammering this kind of people that will represent a youth. I'm totally disappointed. These same people will go on the streets tomorrow and protest that the governor is not doing anything. And the governor is doing things that will touch the lives of the people positively. I want the governor to stay focused. All right, thank you, Ibiso. All right, we'll take a short commercial now. And when we return, we'll take some more messages on X and on Facebook. On Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On X, Nigeria Info PH. We'll be back.